And if I talk about a very good example, which has been a very successful one, is about the Grip, which is a social commerce platform of South Korea, founded in 2018. And when it expanded to US market in 2022, it has been a industry disruptor. The platform allows the world level buyers to connect with sellers, and it provides a platform where, along with entertainment and deals, the user can instantly buy and make a purchase. And the app has a download of 5.7 million users, as has been rated as number one in its category. So before we deep dive into much of the details of it, we would like to open the stage to our panelists and hear from them what are the opportunities that they see and their take on that. Mohit, we'll start with you.
Hi everyone, happy to be part of this event. And I mean, this is probably the first session where we're not going to include AI as part of our conversation. So you never know, AI can just be a part of it also. So I think opportunity is great. I feel that we all have used Meta and Google. We have overused them when it comes to scaling. But I mean, if one has to draw some analogy uh, between offline and online world, I feel that Meta would be like your stores and shopper stop. But there are so many different stores. Like and take example of a shoes brand, there be stores like Veg Non-Veg or Shoe Bazaar or Metro. I mean, there are so many inventories which are just available to specific brands, and it's very similar to online world that we as a brand get a lot of conversion through Economic Times, The Hindu, these kind of publishers, and can only happen through partners like Advent had. So opportunity is great. I mean, as soon as one has explored performance marketing through Meta and Google, I feel that so many inventories where you can find your brand communication and audience and kind of channelize it in a best way.
Bhavya, what's your take, coming especially from a very, very competitive space?
Yeah. Hey, hi everyone. Hope you're doing fine. When it comes to content commerce specifically, I think there are two things that uh, it plays. One thing would be it drives engagement really well, and also at the same time you're able to communicate about the brand narrative more effectively. I mean, I'll give you one. Don't like to repeat. We all know that women's consumer obviously don't want to repeat, and they want to make sure that they keep themselves unique every time they come out. So we just made that change, and it has resulted out really well. And we were expecting a drop in the ROAS, but however, it almost remained the same. But with this tweak in the content, I think we have been able to communicate our communications in a much more better manner. So this is one way of looking at it. Next thing would be, I think, with video commerce, if we can configure it in the affiliate properties, definitely it is going to engage people more. It can let those customers spend more time on those inventories, and then if the engagements are high, obviously we know that the conversion and ROAS will also go better. And as a brand leader, we always tend to diversify our customer acquisition sources. We all know that that is a big problem. Meta and Google dominates the performance marketing space. So I think affiliate can play a big role if the ROAS can be increased with these initiatives. I think as a brand we'll be able to diversify our spends and then increase our allocations towards affiliate channel in a more effective manner. So this is about it.
Definitely agree to it. And I think the consumer paradigm has changed so drastically in past few years. Earlier, the people who were okay with exploring the promotional content now wants maybe a more educational videos or content where they can engage, they can relate to it, and the content that caters to their need. So with that being said, Mohit, would you be happy to share some real case examples with everyone in the audience?
I think as a brand, we have seen, we are a luggage brand, bags and luggage brand, and we have seen a lot of travel aggregators. We have seen great feedback from travel aggregators. So anybody who's, let's say, digital native, also book tickets through Clear Trip, Make My Trip. So definitely would also want to buy luggage on one of the e-commerce platform. So I think so we have found those publishers and travel aggregators as a great channel for us. So I feel that if one has to give a real-time example, like working with Make My Trip has given us great, it's a great platform to for a luggage brand to tell their story and also get conversion parallelly.
Bhavya, what about?
Yeah, so in case of affiliate, obviously it becomes very important to identify the right inventory that can work really well for you. Uh, uh, One of the example I would like to give is CRED. CRED, we all know that it has 2% of India's top consumer. Where the potential of customer spending more is much higher. So now that as a fashion brand, obviously we have certain discounted articles, and most of them are full size as well, full price merchandise whenever we launch any new collection. So I think it will make more sense to showcase full price merchandise to the customers who are more willing to buy. So this way, credit can become a right opportunity there. Coming to the Gen Z topic, which is the hot topic of discussion for this event, I think Unidays is one of the examples that we have seen, which has been able to capture a lot of Gen Z's audience. And if you know your audience well, if you know the channel well, you can curate the merchandise in a similar manner so that, I mean, at the end of the day, the front end and back end should work more in sync with each other. If you're promoting a full price merchandise and if your communication is not with respect to that, it cannot work. It will not give you the required efficiencies. Third, and I would say is Telegram. Telegram has been a liquidation channel for us because you get a lot of notifications about discounting articles that are there on marketplace or any of the D2C website. So the mindset of customers are almost similar to that. They only want to buy a discounted merchandise, and that again becomes a use case for us in order to liquidate our inventory, which has broken sizes for that matter. So I think identification of right channels and then making sure that you are showcasing the right product at the right time to the right audience. I think this is going to make it work a little more better.
Yeah, absolutely, and very well said. Like from top to bottom funnel, I think it's very important to analyze what is working out in different types of inventories and accordingly strategize. So with that, I'm sure there are certain things like making sure that your brand alignment and all the matrices are also reached when we are collaborating with such content commerce platforms. So what I'm sure this can be a very daunting task for the marketeer. So what are your key challenges that you face and how do you tackle them?